Hello, everybody. I am SCP Slayer, and welcome to my new channel. Uh, so some of you probably know me from my gaming channel, and some of you have probably just found this channel. I don't know what kind of audience this is gonna pull, but this is gonna be a very, very, very big deviation from my normal stuff. Because a lot of you know me from my Minecraft videos and my just random gaming videos, and of course my mod that I make, mods, I should say. I have multiple. One of them is still in redevelopment because I'm never happy with the model's design. uh, I may be a slight perfectionist when it comes to 3D modeling, but of course, the background that you guys are probably seeing, uh, is actually a 3D model that I made for this channel specifically, and it's going to be the render in most of the videos. There's probably gonna be new versions of this render or updates because honestly, I could probably do better. Uh, but I tried like multiple different variants, and this is the one I settled on. So yeah. Um, So this is going to be a very different video. This one's going to be focused on reading articles and reading different SCPs. And this video is not only going to be the introduction to the channel, but also I'm going to introduce you all to what SCP is, because I know some people might stumble upon this channel and wonder, what the hell is SCP? Because I know not everyone knows it, and you never know where you're going to wind up in YouTube's algorithm. So, this is going to be the out of universe explanation. If you want more in universe information, wait for my next video, which is probably going to be that. And I'm going to be doing that in universe in like a style that's similar to a normal video. So yeah. Um, for starters, uh, this entire channel, and this part's going to be about the channel mostly. I'll probably try and put some stuff in the in the video to, or I'll use the chapter function. It'll be fine. But yeah. Um, so this channel is going to be entirely focused on reading the SCP articles and doing like kind of the Vulcan style videos. If anyone's seen those, uh, it's more focused on just I read SCPs all the time. I might as well read them for an audience. Also, I've always wanted to do this, and frankly, I'm going to be adding special. I'm gonna be modeling stuff and adding stuff to. I'm gonna be doing some special stuff. I have an idea that I want to animate some of the like text files and stuff. The ones that are like what would they be described as, like documents? Not documents, audio logs. Sorry, like audio logs and video recordings. I kind of want to animate those because that I feel like that'd be fun. And besides, I need to learn animation anyway for future stuff I'm working on. But yeah, this is gonna be a very very interesting channel. So expect uh some stuff, just some stuff, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. It's gonna be a lot of stuff. All of it SCP based. I'll probably read some tales. I'll probably animate some tales. Actually, I feel like that'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun. Animate some tales. That could be cool. Yeah. So expect some bigger projects with a lot of animation involved. Some of it might be Minimator, uh, just because I'm still new to animation and Minimator makes it very easy. But yeah, I think that is pretty much all for the channel itself. Now I'll give you guys a little bit of an introduction to the SCP universe as a whole, outside of canon information, so you won't hear about like uh the in universe, I guess, terms and stuff. Basically, an explanation of how the SCP Foundation was formed and how it progressed and how it's going now on wiki stuff. So yeah, let me just cut to that. Okay, so here's how the SCP Foundation started. So the SCP Foundation has been around since 2007. It started as a 4chan post of SCP-173, which is considered the original SCP, otherwise known as a sculpture. It was a technical document. Uh, with just a few different things that we now use, like the SCP number, the SCP name, and the secure containment procedures and the document and the description of the entity. We've of course, I'm pretty sure we've shifted around some of the stuff and the information so that it makes more sense linear wise. But yeah, it was like technical documentation posted to 4chan with an image uh that is no longer on the wiki either. The image has been removed because it was of some guy's art, and he didn't want that. He didn't want that being used for monetization, because the foundation can monetize stuff from the SCP Foundation, but you have to like follow Creative Commons and follow their licensing protocols, which is very easy because it's literally just, hey, just mention it from the SCP Foundation, basically. Give credit to the authors. That's all they ask. So yeah, it started 2007 with a 4chan post. Then more people on 4chan started posting their own SCPs, and then from there, it started moving to like Wikipedia, I believe. It might not have been Wikipedia. Was it Wikipedia? No, wait, it was Reddit, and then it was Wikidoc, I believe. There might have been something else in there. I wasn't really around during that time because I would have been fucking 7. I wasn't around until I was like 13. So it would have been around for multiple years before me even being entered into the community. Uh, and dear God, there are so many SCPs. This has become my special interest. Dear God. But yeah, it starts basically the entire wiki now is sitting on Wikidot. Of course, there will be a link to the SCP wiki itself, as well as, of course, the appropriate credits. There will probably even be an image of the wiki on the screen on the monitor in the image already. So yeah, that's the wiki. That's just your more recent picture of the wiki. Uh, Currently there are 8,999 SCPs, but as time of recording this, we are in the SCP 9000s contest. For those who don't know, the every series of SCP goes from like 1 to 9, and each series has 1,000 SCPs in it. Uh, so from SCP-001 to SCP-999 would be Series 1, and then Series 2 would be 1,000 to 1,999, and so on and so forth. Basically, there's a lot of SCP documents, but as the Foundation got expanded over time, people started wanting to write other types. So now there's things like SCP-Js, which are joke SCPs, EXEs, which are explained SCPs, and there's also ARC, which isn't in use anymore, but they're archived old versions of SCPs from before the mass edit, because at some point I forget rather generally when, and I can't find the date. Uh, but there was a mass edit of all of the wiki because there was a mass agreement amongst most of the authors that they needed to change something, because originally the wiki had a set canon, a set storyline, a set universe. But as time went on, they started getting conflicting stories, and people, because it's a massive collaborative writing project, a lot of people didn't have the same ideas on how things should be done. So instead, it was settled upon the concept of there is no canon. Now, the there is no canon rule basically states anything goes for any SCP. They can even contradict each other, because they don't have to fit into a specific storyline. They all have like a unifying thing, like in universe, the Foundation itself, of course, and groups of interest and stuff. Because groups of interest are a thing. There's like other factions other than the SCP Foundation itself. They're interesting. You can read about them on the wiki. They're fun. I'll probably cover a few of them on special videos and give breakdowns of them in universe. But that will be an entire thing. I'll probably give more of like a in-universe description of the Foundation itself as well in the next video. But there's also a bunch of other stuff. Like there's SCP Tales, which if you watched the first part of this video and didn't skip to this part, Tales are basically you might have heard me mention Tales, but Tales are basically like creepypastas, basically, where they're not following the normal SCP format and are actually just telling a story in universe. Well, actually, creepypastas are like their own separate section in the wiki. It gets a little confusing because there is a section dedicated to SCP creepypastas. Uh, but yeah, there's a lot of different tales and stuff. Tales can be like anything from extended logs on an SCP, like experiments and stuff, to an entire story told in the SCP universe with a bunch of researchers or stuff. Because the Foundation has like researchers, it has security guards, it has field agents, it has MTF agents, which are mobile task force agents. They are the guys who go out and deal with like different SCPs and stuff and anything that needs to be done. They deal with things like containment breaches, uh, newfound SCPs, containing SCPs, making sure SCPs don't get fucking broke into and escape. They're the guys they call. They are very important, and people love MTF units. Uh, some MTF units are even SCPs themselves, but I digress. Basically, the tales just tell the story of different parts of the universe that can't be told via the technical documentation, which are the normal SCPs. Uh, and of course, there's joke tales, and I don't know if there's EX tales. There might be. I haven't found any, but there might be. I don't be surprised. There's some good EXs, which again, EX is explained. Oh wait, actually, have I explained EX? I don't think I've explained EXs. I'm sorry, I'm rambling through this, because I know so fucking much. I haven't really scripted this, and I wanted to see how I could explain it. There's better videos explaining this, but I wanted to see how I could explain it without a script. So I hope this is easy enough to follow. I'm also using very much layman's terms for a lot of things, and I'm trying to keep it very digestible because I know attention spans are low right now. But yeah, there's the dash exes are explained SCPs. Basically, something was thought to be anomalous, but turns out not to be anomalous, and then I should probably explain what the hell anomalous is, shouldn't I? Now I think about it, I don't think I've explained what an SCP is yet. I was gonna save that for the next video, but I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I should explain what the hell an anomaly is. Basically, an anomalous thing or entity is entirely a just something that doesn't obey the laws of physics or reality. So say a toothbrush that, when used, erases any inorganic matter it touches. Anytime the bristles are used, it just erases inorganic matter. Or a literal god that is trying to break into our reality to destroy it. the the Foundation has a lot. They got a lot. They got everything. You can think of it. It probably fucking exists. And if it doesn't, it probably will. Especially now that we're going into Series 10. Uh, which would be the 9000s. But yeah, have I covered? Oh yeah, I haven't covered groups of interest. I mean, I've kind of mentioned them, but I feel there's one more thing I should mention about groups of interest, which is they're not all against the Foundation. Some of them are with the Foundation, kind of. It gets a little foggy there. You'll understand if you read some of them. There's like one that's all about destroying anomalies, whereas the Foundation is all about containing and protecting. Uh, they're about destroying. And they're more about protecting general populace and destroying the anomalous, whereas the Foundation is about protecting the general populace and containing the anomalous and protecting both, which kind of makes the Foundation both good and evil. It gets a little weird. Basically, as you're reading SCPs, you'll realize that the Foundation isn't exactly all good. One of their mottos is "We die in the dark, so you can live in the light," which is basically saying they give up their lives so that people can live a normal life. But yeah, there's a lot to this, and I'm gonna be very happy to cover even more detail as videos and stuff come out. I'll probably do anything individual you guys want me to cover. I will gladly do like an impromptu video explaining how the hell something works. There's a lot of terminology that I'm going to be covering in the next video that people are probably going to want to know about. But yeah, there's tons of stuff. I'm probably going to cover some parts of the wiki that people never touch. Oh yeah, I should probably cover one more thing before I wrap this up. Uh, and that is, I mentioned earlier that there is no canon. But one part of that rule is that everyone can have their own canon. So, of course, not only do you have your own canon, but the writers on the wiki also have made their own canons. There's an entire section of the wiki called the Canon Hub, which just has a fuck ton of different, like, canons, as they call them. They're basically just mass collections of different SCPs that are all taking place in the same universe. And have tales and stuff all taking place in that same universe. And they're telling a story through multiple different articles and multiple different things. They're basically like, think of them as parallel universes, like, think MCU, but less complicated. Or at times more complicated, because I know there's some that are definitely more complicated. There's some really good ones that are very complex and have a lot going into them. But yeah, there's tons of different ones that have a lot of different things. Like, one of them is When Day Breaks, which is basically the sun has turned against the world. The sun itself has become anomalous and is melting anyone who gets touched by sunlight, which is insane. It's an apocalyptic storyline, but it's pretty fucking good. It's one of the most highly rated ones. Uh, though if you're going to read it, I was just reading some other SCPs first because that one very much covers a bunch of different SCPs throughout it. But yeah, I think that is all of the general like out of universe gist you need to know to enjoy the SCP Foundation as a whole. So if you want to go read some SCPs, go to the fucking thing in my description. There should be a link to the SCP Foundation there. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else I should cover? No. But yeah, if my other videos out, actually, you should check those out. There's probably, if the second video on this channel's out, then you should check that out because it'll give you more context as to terminology, in-universe mechanics, how the Foundation itself works, stuff like that. I'm not covering like personnel placements in this video because I'm going to cover that in the next video. Pretty much most of the big important stuff for like understanding the general universe of the Foundation will be in the next video. So, don't worry, there will be some explanation. So yeah, started on 4chan, got expanded. Now it's all big. Now it's cool. Now it's awesome. And definitely my special interest. But yeah, I hope you all do enjoy all the future videos that are coming out of this channel because I have plans. I have many plans. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video or whatever the hell comes out of this channel, and I hope y'all check out my other stuff as well. So yeah, peace.